sign in Pisces or a rising sign in Pisces, the moon is going to be traveling through your first house at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. So what does this mean? This means new energy. It means starting something physical. It means your physical body, you will be transported into some sort of new happiness, okay? So if you're doing something, like if you started a new healthy regime, if you started a new school, healthy for your mind, you are adding something that takes not only spiritual, mental awareness, but physical work. You know, you're doing a sport, you're doing an activity. And this also indicates a person. So let's talk a little bit more, because I know you guys follow me for love, and that's exactly what I talk about. But there's a glitch, okay? So there's the glitch between the energy of the patience of loving this person and the patience of now. So Pisces sun and Pisces risings are in a twin flame separation with their person. Now, if you're in a soulmate connection, this is a different kind of deeper level with the person that you have. And it's hard because you're watching your person go through a third party situation. And that's the other layer that we got to talk about this supermoon, because we do have third party energy happening. What happens when you have an uninvolved Pisces? You have dissociation, you have misunderstanding, you have a lot of jumping and accusations, okay? So, and there's a lot of things that lead with frustration versus leadership, okay? So there's the two of the two. So going back to you Pisces and Pisces rising, you know, when it comes to your twin, there it is. Ooh. It's like I say, it's been creepy. Super moons are highly intense. So when it comes to love, when it comes to that person, don't push for it. Understand that this third party energy is going to have some kind of karmic energy, okay? Now, I can help you. I'm casting spells this Wednesday, this Thursday, and Friday. But you also want to understand and don't obsess, okay? That's the biggest thing that I can tell you. Do we have any Pisces here? Let's get your angel number. Pisces, let's go ahead and get your number. Are you a Pisces sun or rising? Let's take a look and see. Okay, so immediately it says the eye of the candy, 0550. 0 is what exactly it is at the first degree. And of course, this is something that's happening directly to you, Pisces, because this is your super moon. Now, 5 represents not just a physical change, but a spiritual change. Notice that we have 5 right here. But this also represents, you know, a flow and releasing of something. So what is the release and what is going to be established new for this new super moon? You are going to be understanding where you're placed in this twin flame separation or this connection between you and your person. And the goal about it, Pisces, is to realize where you are in this whole situationship, in this picture, and not to lose sight of yourself, okay? You can do something about it, but the best thing you can do is move forward to know that this person eventually is going to come back to you. You are going to be aligning yourself up with soul connections, because when we have a twin flame separation, regardless of your sign, we have 2 things happening. We have one twin flame looking at themselves, doing shadow work, doing what they need to do to be a better person. Then they come back to their twin flame. Then we have the other situation where they're being influenced by third party. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're inviting unwelcoming energy, and it prolongs the separation, okay? You can get caught up into that woe and worry, watching your other person throw everything away. But the only thing that you can do is to move forward, because when you move forward, you guys are twins. Eventually, they will mirror the energy and start soul searching for themselves and finding you in the process, okay? Trust me about this. I bring a lot of twin flames together. I'm a twin flame myself. All right, so let's go to the next sign here for you. And we said we got Aries, okay? So we're going to go down the wheel a little bit. So Aries sun and Aries rising, we do have your super moon happening in the 12th house of Pisces. So there's going to be a lot of decision making when it comes to life, when it comes to your career. We have it at a 10 degrees of Capricorn. Harshness, okay, hardship. Some of you guys have been going through dealing with family, dealing with death, myself including. I'm an Aries rising. I'm right up in that 12th house of energy where everything is coming to a collection. So there's a lot of things that are occurring in your inner world and your outer world, and you're kind of almost floating around, Aries. The thing about it is that things are going to get better because this means we're coming to a completion. You've done the work, you've done the healing, you did the shadow work, okay? So this super moon is going to be, did you hear that? And then my dog barked. Did you guys hear that? A bang right there. Ooh, I got the chills. Yeah. And then my dog's going off, guys. I'm glad this is recording. Ooh, even myself, you heard me. I stopped and I was like, and then Luna, she is right there outside that door. My dog. She's a Libra, by the way. She's, oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, that really set me off on my tracks there for a second. Okay, Aries, let's talk a little bit more about it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to, that's funny. So the thing about it is, Aries, the changes are happening in our inner world around us as well, coming to a completion. I mentioned myself, included. There are gonna be some major decisions that are going to be happening between now and through the weekend, and try not to do any kind of rash behavior. Try not to respect everybody, okay, in the process, even though you might be right, even though you have a clear direction of the focus of the order which it needs to be in, right? Because you're at this point of healing, you're at this point of peace. You are finally stepping on the outside, looking in and kind of seeing, okay, basically, if I want things to change, if I want the improvements of my got the chills. I felt that and I was like, did I just get touched? I did. Guys, it's been nuts. My hair keeps standing up. So Aries, there's going to be positive rewards in this serious short amount of time. And I apologize skipping around, but my gosh, it is the Pisces moon and it is a super moon. I've been charging up my portal, my mirror, and there's been a lot of activity. I've been having so many fluid dreams lately, and honestly, I've been avoiding this office a little bit. I did not go in get in here today because I was not ready yet. But now, ready or not, here we are. Okay. Yeah, I have multiple spirits in here. It's not just one. It's not the usual office spirit. Usually there's like a little girl out here that kind of like plays around and stuff. This is somebody else. And I know I've been welcoming a lot of energy, so we'll see how the day thickens. Look at me spooked. It's not like me to be scared. That is crazy. Okay, so let's go to the next sign, Taurus sun. Oh, wait a minute, Aries, my bad. Sorry, I forgot to pull your card. So let me pull your card for you. Aries sun, Aries rising, Aries. So there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of direction, but there's a lot of there's pause before you move forward in your life. So Aries and Aries rising are in a good stance. Now, if you're not feeling like in a good stance, if you feel like your world is crashing down, please reach out to somebody, reach out to me, reach out to somebody of comfort so you can express what you need to express, right? You gotta put some space into it. Okay, Aries, sure enough, 0440, as we know it, we're learning angel numbers, and it's the actuality of what it is. So something physical is actually happening in your world. And 44 calls on your angels. Hey, Papo, I love it. I'm going to go see my grandfather. He passed away the 1st of September, so I'm going to his funeral and all of that great stuff. So awesome. So let's talk about it, Aries rising and Aries sun, because I'm in the mix of this. Means follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling, and be real with people and the meaningful relationships. Treat others with respect. I just said that, right? Karma comes back. 3 is a crowd. So remember how we just talked about Aries sun, Aries rising. You are on the outside in. You can see how you can see why people are upset. You can see the direction of everything. You finally have a clear understanding of where to go. You got to do something about it. That's the thing. You got to follow your intuition. We got 1111 right there. So that's really good. Okay, so let's move on and move forward with that. That's going to be your supermoon. Now, Taurus, Taurus sun and Taurus rising. Thank you so much for hanging out and hanging in. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about it. Let me fine tune this. It's funny, as an astrologist, like, I am exact to the T. You notice most astrologists are like Virgos. Very critical. Okay, there we go. I had to get it exact for you, the degree for me. Okay, so here we go. So Taurus sun and Taurus rising, your moon is going to be traveling through the 11th house, okay? The thing about it is there's going to be a lot of heavy emphasis on relationships, okay? And your children. So there's going to be this big grand awareness. Now remember, a supermoon, a full moon shines the light. It shines the light in the areas that had darkness. And when we look over to those areas of light, we might not like what we see. We might love what we see. But the thing about it is that the moon is going to show us what we need to be aware of, okay? So I want you guys to take that in consideration regardless of your sign. Now, for Taurus, you're going to be light shown on the areas of your relationship, the areas of your children, and the things that have been communicating, with you as well. So just like anything, with Pisces, we have spirituality, we have meditation, we have this energy of standstill. However, with the supermoon comes decisions. I want you to understand, anytime we have meditation, spirituality, a pause in the moment, it comes with a resolution. It comes with problem solving. It comes with the opposite axis of Pisces, which is Virgo, which is we get it done. We did our time. We meditated. We saw the light. Now, what are you going to do about it? Okay. So Taurus sun and Taurus rising, you're going to see a big heavy emphasis on that decision. And what are you going to do? You got to be realistic about it. So that's the biggest key thing for Taurus, is that you're a very practical sign. You shake the earth, you move in a very tense direction. So there's gonna be something that's going to happen to your life, whether it's going to be good or whether it's going to be fantastic, but you're gonna have to move. As you do, Taurus, you move very quick and very direct, but you still got to pause and make sure that this is the right direction, this is the right decision, and this is the responsibility that you're going to be taking, not just for yourself, but for your kids, okay? Now, let's say you don't have kids. You're like, Kristen, girl, I don't got no kids, okay? What are you talking about with children? Well, there's going to be something precious of creativity, of something that's going to be, you might be a bystander to something, witness something, okay? You still are going to be called to take a moment, investigate, and then still do something about it, okay? It still cause an action for that, okay? So let's get your number. Luna's going off. I'm all singing good songs in my head because I hear other stuff. By the way. I'm like, whoa. I'm singing Roller Coaster of Love, roller coaster. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Telling the spirit just to give me a second, okay? So Taurus, let's see what you got here. We have 1414. Now, this one, talks to manifestation, talks to hope. Now, for angel energy, it talks to you kind of coming in and being the hope of grace, okay? So lighten up and see where the light is. Focus on your needs and desires. Everything is going to be accessible with the better attitude, but you still need to go with the process. You have to have good vibes, and it talks about family, okay? So 4 is also with family, so children, family, extended family, being, seeing something that causes you to be responsible in a sense of family. There you go. Luna's your name. That's my dog's name. And I'm Moon, and I'm Moon Girl, so it all works. Cool. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. I bet the dog is scaring everybody away. Not everybody, but Okay, so let's go to the next sign. We have Gemini, Gemini sun, Gemini rising. Gemini, let's take a look. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, so let's talk about this. Let's see what you are going through. You are going through a few things as well. Everybody is. So Gemini is going through a sense of misunderstandings, it looks like. You guys are still in Mercury retrograde for some reason. And you're avoiding communications, and that's adding to the misunderstanding, it feels like. And your super moon is going to be in the areas of the 10th house, which is Capricorn, which is career, and at 11 degrees of like Aquarius. So you gotta have some kind of compassion, but you are out of your limit, it feels like. Gemini sun and Gemini rising, there's something here that has tested your patience and might be troubling your mind. Now, the thing about it is, Gemini, it's not like you, Gemini sun, Gemini rising, it's not like you to hold this in. This is not like you to, you know what I'm saying, to like, usually you express things calmly, right? Yeah, sure. But the thing about it is, this person, and it is a person, I see, Gemini, there is a person that is bugging you. It's bugging you at work. They're bugging you in your safe space at home. You really are dealing with third-party energy. You're dealing with the ojo. You're dealing with, just somebody who just doesn't understand you, doesn't get you in the areas of work. And the thing about it is that you're a leader. You have leadership skills, and people don't. Ooh. Okay. So you really need to hear this message. You need to move. I felt a push. You need to move forward with tolerance, clarity, and energy, and understand that these people, they're stuck in this thinking, and their supermoon is going to, this is going to be reality. They're either going to live in the delusional energy of not understanding, basically when someone doesn't accept, or someone chooses to be misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you made up your mind and you don't want to hear it from the other person, and honey, you're not doing yourself a favor, right? But if you've heard them out and they're talking a bunch of crap, you absolutely can shut that energy off, move forward, okay? And clear your thoughts. So either way, whatever there's drama, right? And I'm not here to judge and tell you you're wrong, you're right, whatever the case may be, because you're stuck up into it because of somebody else's misunderstanding, right? It all started off super freaking small, and now we're here. So depending on other people's actions, and it's the full moon, people act crazy, okay? So watch yourself, Gemini, because there's a 22 critical degree at Venus. So there's somebody here that is pissed, and they're not being respectful, and they're taking it out on you. So put that energy out there, forgiveness, and hopefully they'll just forget about it, or come see me for a spell, because this is pretty damn heavy. So let's see what card you get and what you got. But you know what I'm saying? Cleanse yourself, protect your energy, because there's people around you who misunderstand you and are acting rash. And however that might be in your world, it is what it is. Yeah, okay. So we have 1001. We have spiritual awakening. So we have this new phase. We have this beginning because you're going through a spiritual awakening. You're finding out who your friends are. You're finding out the tolerance of yourself, the tolerance of other people, the soul alignment. And it's okay to say, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck you, fuck this. You don't get to treat me this way. I've been a good person to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to release you. So I feel like Gemini sun and Gemini rising are really going to be releasing toxic people of energy, of which they've tried. Now, again, misunderstandings. And many times people go, Kristen, can't we come to a resolution? Is there something that can bring us back together? Yeah. But this person is missing out because they're not listening, they're not accepting, they're not having compassion. There's no compassion. So the best thing for this situation is to honestly say goodbye, let it go. See you next year, next Tuesday, and don't trip on your way out. And until you act nice, until you know what I'm saying, that's when you give that person a call. But until then, you guys are going to be in a different direction. And that's okay. And that's okay. All right. So let's see who we have next. Cancer, Cancer Sun, and Cancer Rising. Okay, Cancer. Okay. So there's going to be some... okay. Let's take a look here. I like to look at it fresh here for you. So Cancer, you're also dealing with some misunderstandings, okay? But it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better because the misunderstanding is the demanding project and the energy that you've been going on, like at work, at like home, and an activity, a goal that you have. You know what I mean? You've been preoccupied, Cancer. That's the thing that I see that you've been doing with. You've been preoccupied. But the thing about it is that it's at the degree of the Aries. So it's aggressive. You've been forcing yourself to think about, forget about something or somebody else, okay? So when it comes to this sign here, when it comes to Cancer, there's a lesson in process, especially when it comes to love, big time, because Pluto is going through the 7th house of love at 29 degrees of Leo. So you guys are separated and you have your person who's like, I'm fine. I'm having the time of my life. Look at this selfie. Look at this person. Like they going fucking crazy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Have you ever been through a breakup, breaking up with a friendship, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden their life is like this grand show on social media, or they block you and then they're like aggressively pursuing a different kind of activity or life. Anytime you see this, and especially for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, it's because the emotional truth that's happening to them, they can't process it. They're blocking it out, and they need a sense of control. Of course, Cancer's shit. Hell yeah, they love to be in control. And right now, they're not in control. Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising are not in control. And they need to embrace the sense of not being in control during this Pisces supermoon. So honestly, this little crab can float on up into the surface and have these insights and let it go. And basically let the ego go. So if you're dealing with a Cancer Sun or a Cancer Rising, you're dealing with tension, you're dealing with ego, you're dealing with people aggressively, even yourself, you're aggressively doing something. And what are you doing it for? Who do you miss? Who do you think about? Break down the barriers. Have a good cry, Cancer, right? It's okay to cry, right? My son's a Cancer, and I picked him up from school and he started crying. And I go, what's wrong, baby? He goes, nothing. I just feel like crying. I said, cry. And he goes, yeah, crying feels good. And then he was all fine. And you need to do that, Cancer. You feel confident. You feel aggressively confident in your sense of well-being. You're like, I don't need them. I don't need this. But you do need to embrace what is actually happening. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to, partake in these healthy habits that you're trying to aggressively go through. But avoid the negative ones and take space in doing nothing. Take space in just being with yourself, being alone, being with your thoughts. Boost your sense of well-being. Watch a movie. Take yourself on a date. Man, I love that shit. Take it from me, right? Go get on a good Netflix. I get a good workout in, get a good Netflix, get my little yummy, you know what I'm saying? Get a little setup. And whatever that is for you, Cancer, whatever that plays out for you, treat yourself this week. Take care of yourself, nurture yourself, and sit with your anger, sit with your sadness, but sit with it. And then you'll have an opportunity to have these energies play out, okay? And it's okay to cry. Keep crying. Crying makes your emotions able to progress forward, for sure. All right, Leo, let's talk about it. Oh, I keep going back. I'm sorry, Cancer. I didn't pull your card. Or did I? I did Pisces. I did Aries. I did Gemini. I did Cancer. Taurus, yeah. Leo. That's right. Let it out. You always feel better. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. So what we were just talking about for them is 3333. And absolutely, Cancer, the problems that you have today will disappear. It literally says that. Literally says that. You're encouraged to maintain a positive outlook. But honestly, like, don't let the ego get the best of you. Literally, do not let the ego get the best of you, Cancer. That's going to be your number, and to trust that everything is going to be okay and things will go forward. Good for you guys. Okay. I felt that. Thank you. Gosh. Take that. I heard you. Okay, so Leo, let's talk to Leo. Leo Sun and Leo Rising. You definitely have a lot of things being communicated to you spiritually. Now, you are having this like sense of doom of energy like weighing on you, responsibility, things that you just got to take care of, Leo. Okay. Resources, investments, money, people. Okay. So let's talk about it, because your supermoon is in the 8th house of Scorpio. So this not only deals with yourself and what is personal to you, but what is personal to somebody else. So Leo Sun and Leo Rising, you are going to be, helping. You're going to be helping other people. You're going to be working towards having some restraint. You're going to be frustrated because you're going to feel like people just take. You are going to be the person, the hero this week. If you are a Leo Sun or a Leo Rising, people are going to be coming to you to be like, you know, how do we fix this? How do we have tolerance for this? And the thing about it is, Leo, is that you are already on the surface. You are still going through emotional truth. Leo, you are still dealing with tension. You're still dealing with family. You're still dealing with the fact of having trouble to express them. And you're being very kind and very, compassionate. But this energy is like not going anywhere. So use this full moon. If you feel this itch, this urge to like do something, to physically go out there and go for a walk, do things in a positive physical way, then do it, right? This is a way to help clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and get some frustration out, and understand that the good things, the good deeds that you're doing are going to come back to you. You know what I mean? There is going to be a time where you're going to need some help, and that energy is going to be there for you. So whoever you're helping right now, whoever you find yourself giving this energy to, and you maybe don't feel 100% appreciated, just know that you are being appreciated. This person is also going through something else with themselves. But nonetheless, make sure that you take time for yourself, okay? So we have 1011, and for you, Leo Rising, there's hope, there's a new beginning, but a call to action to move forward. So having patience and perseverance. So understanding that what is happening to you now is not necessarily happening to you, right? That's actually pretty good. That's actually good, right? There's no drama. No news is good news, right? But for Leo, it's like boring. But that's okay if it's boring right now. There are frustrating things happening. There are things going to the surface. Don't focus so much on drama, but you can focus on the things that you can do. And be careful, because you will be taking your anger out on other people a little bit more, okay? Usually Leo and Pisces, they get along, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just a lion just roaring at a blank wall. You know what I'm saying? And the Pisces going like, why are you so mad? Was that necessary? Did you just need to roar and spit all in my face? And the Leo is like, aren't you hearing what I'm trying to tell you? You know what I'm saying? So there are going to be some misunderstandings with Leo. Try not to go too far with it, and understand that if you put yourself too involved into something and expecting something, expectations will fail you this week, Leo. So do things at the kindness of your own heart. Keep connecting to your emotional truth. Wait for this tension to subside after the full moon, and things are going to be okay, but you got to express them. You got to express them. You know what I'm saying? And it could be simple as telling this person, a family member, a lover, like, I understand that you need my help right now, and I'm so glad that I could be there to help you, but I need to take some time for myself. That's okay to say that. That is totally okay to say that, because you need to take care of yourself. That is an emotional truth. So whatever you're trying to process, there is going to be a lot of transformation happening in your 6th house of Virgo, of things physically happening to you, things mentally happening to you, and things in between. So make sure you don't get caught up in resentment and you express what you need to express. But be kind about it too, because you have this energy built up. So take a deep breath, write it down, say what you want to say, and understand that no matter what you say, this energy, just like anything, has a cause, action, and consequences as well. Okay? All right. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Virgo. Oh! I'm a Virgo. Let's see what we got here, Virgo. Okay, so Virgo sun, Virgo rising. Virgo, the supermoon is going to be in the 7th house of relationships at a 16 degrees of Cancer. So, of course, family. Emphasis on home and family, the relationships and legality of family, okay? So let's go ahead and talk a little bit to Virgo and talk about what is going to be the big thing. So honestly, there's going to be some, of course there's going to be some, there's always drama, like, right? There's always a little bit of drama in the supermoon, but let's see what it is. Okay, so Virgo sun, Virgo rising, this is going to be a huge time when you look at your partnerships, you look at your business relationships, you look at your loving relationships, you look at your friend, you're looking at everything, whoever you're connected to, okay? The distance, the closeness, the attachment, and there are some feelings, there's some feelings that are coming up. So maybe Virgo sun, Virgo rising, whoever you made friends with the past 6 months ago, maybe those friendships weren't built to last. Maybe that energy, maybe you found out that those people only wanted something from you, right? It wasn't a true connection. It was with attachments, right? You know, so Virgo, there's going to be some upset feelings. There's going to be some feelings here because we do have opposite of Pisces. So Virgo, anytime we have a Pisces moon, we are crying. Our feelings are hurt. And it's usually of 2 things. 1, it's because of our own damn fault. And 2, it's because it's our own damn fault. We allowed it to happen. Okay? So Virgo, I want you to be gentle with yourself and the connections that you've created with other people. And it's okay if those connections are not as solid or if those connections are not as committed as they are. Okay? But nonetheless, you're going to understand how you feel when it comes to those people, and you're going to learn a valuable lesson. And the lesson is understanding that these emotions are real, they're valid, and they're going to pass, okay? So anytime we understand who is intimate with us, who is not intimate, who's lying, who's a real friend, who's not a real friend, who's in it just for show, you know, that's okay, because then you establish new habits, new rituals, and you understand a little bit more about, okay, I know more about myself. I know the attachments that people want of me, and now I can set better boundaries, okay? A good positive aspect that I see for Virgo sun and Virgo rising when it comes to their established relationships, like your loved one, your lover, your boyfriend, your twin flame, your soulmate, there's going to be a heavy emphasis of closeness, because people on the outside might seem artificial or might seem like just passing, that you're going to be turning inward to those people who are more meaningful. So during this time, Virgo, you're also going to be finding out who's very important to you, who comes through for you, who thinks about you, you know what I'm saying? So you are going to have people who are thinking about you, about keeping you in your life, or the people who don't want to keep you in your life, it's their loss. It is their loss, my friend. You are not too much. You're never too much, Virgo. Some people just can't handle being practical. It is what it is kind of energy. But nonetheless, make sure that you let go. You let go of anything, and any tension is going to subside and things will get better, okay? All right, Virgo, let's get your angel number. Let's see what we got here for you. And I was going to say something too. That's a big one. Ooh. Okay, Virgo, we got 333. We got support. So we got growth. We got activity. community vision talent. So seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Discovering your skills, using your imagination, and boosting your self-esteem, okay, Virgo? So this is also contributes your sense to the community and what you are doing, right? So understanding that you are getting support and getting the support from the people that mean the best to you. There you go. Ooh, creepy, creepy. Oh my gosh. It's doing its thing. Okay. Libra. I think we have a Libra here. You're welcome. Libra sun and Libra rising. Let's talk about it, Libra. You're dealing with, oh yeah, you're dealing with some things as well, but some good things as well. So you're dealing with the 6th house. So Libra sun, Libra rising. There are things that are happening to you physically. Okay. You also feel like you're out of control, Libra. You are also dealing with misunderstandings because you're part of that cardinal energy. And you also are on a time crunch. It seems like you are not just required to make a decision, but you're almost forced to make a decision because it has reached the time limit of something that's happening. Nonetheless, there are going to be things that are going to be good for you that are happening in the right way. You are going to be getting something as a benefit. However, if you go far beyond the sense of self-control, meaning if you tip over the scales, right? If you go crazy, if you go wild, there's going to be some consequences when it comes to this full moon. So Libra, focus on the positive sense of order. What do you need? What do you need to balance your scales? What is too heavy? What is troubling your mind? And communicate. So you're going to be delegating. You are going to be calling the shots of your emotional truth of how you feel. Now, when I say call the shots, be compassionate about it. Have that Pisces-like energy and don't be tempted to go too far. When I say go too far, that means that, you know, just be compassionate. Just be compassionate, you know, because you're gonna need this energy. Libra, you're gonna feel tired. You're gonna feel tension. You're gonna feel like what is going on, and you're going to try to gain control on it, and you will. You just got to give yourself a moment to not be so critical, right? Don't be so critical with people around you, even though you're right, but also be gentle on yourself. That's the biggest thing. Now, we do have something happening to you, Libra. Your wounded healer is going to be highlighted. So I understand why you're upset. There's something going on with your relationships. You're feeling rejected. There's some kind of sense of rejection. There's something going on with your partner here. You're not too sure where you guys stand. Or, you know, and this could be with your friendships. This could be with your partnerships. But this is somebody closest to you. And I really feel like this is something you can come towards this person and you guys can have an opportunity to have a better understanding. Like, you know, even if your feelings got hurt, Libra, you can still talk about it, okay? But you have to talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, it's just that resentment's just going to build over time and it's not going to get resolved and it's going to lead to a breakup, okay? So be careful. If you want to save your relationships, the relationships that are important to you, don't say fuck it, because you're going to want it later, okay? You're going to want it later, Libra. All right, Libra, let's talk about it. We have 555. So we have change, we have cycles, we have battles, we have reconstruction, we have obstacles, but we also have encouragement, okay? So there are going to be some of what I just talked about, that combative-like energy that is going to be coming at your way. It's almost like they poke the bear, they ruffle the feathers, and you just lose control, and then they blame you for it. Nonetheless, watch your reaction towards this, okay? Because you are going to be very irritated this way. But this also means that you're also going to be leveling up. You're going to be understanding where you're pushing through, where your energy allows good time, where your energy doesn't allow the good time. When it comes to relationships, okay? Don't come up with an answer. I think that's the biggest thing for you, Libra sun and Libra rising. If you are in a situationship, if you are in a relationship, some kind of push-pull, now is not the time to make a decision. But you do need to communicate. You do need to act. You do need to accept. You gotta have some kind of highest good outlook for the situation and not completely make up your mind. Okay, Libra? That's the biggest thing. All right, let's see who we have. My watch telling me to get my butt up. I can already, I can feel it. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay. So, Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising. The moon is going to be traveling through the 5th house of Leo. This means romance. This also means affairs. This also means, you know, children, love. You know what I'm saying? I think Dave Grohl, he's a Scorpio moon, I believe so. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Nonetheless, we do have Scorpio Suns and Scorpio Risings. They're the third party energy right now. And if you are a Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, that means that you feel extremely confident in what's happening in your life, in your sense of your romance and your love. And the thing about it is that people are not listening to you. They're not taking, like, it's a fight. It's like a fight to be heard. It's a fight to be seen. It's a fight to come forward, right? But the thing about it is that you're feeling very low. You're feeling very low, Scorpio. You want to avoid negativity. You want to avoid on hashing it out, beating a dead horse down, as they say. Basically, it's not going to get any better. It's not helping the situation. You're just hurting everything around you. There are things that you're going to be pissed about that's going to happen to your sense of love and what you value. You have every right to be mad. You have every right to be pissed. There's going to be Scorpios who are going to be extremely pissed and who are going to take it out on others. And there's going to be some who take it out on themselves. And in a sense of like, basically like, you know, there's consequences here. Now with a supermoon, there's always something weird happening. Basically, there's a moment in your life where you can feel very confused, and then you get clarity, and you take a moment for yourself and you act out on those positivities, and you try to get some more clarity, or you just say, you go crazy, you get triggered. You know, you're led by emotion and not logic. And you don't care about regulations. You don't care about rules. All you care about is how you feel. That is extremely dangerous. Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising are going to be influenced by Neptune. And Neptune right now is giving us some very visual dreams. But with this, it's piquing your imagination of like what you like to happen. So Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Risings, I would tell you right now that you're dreaming of like revenge. You're dreaming of like getting back at somebody. You're dreaming about winning the fight. That is not a sign, okay? That is just your brain working out tension. That is your brain working out like stress. That is healthy. It's healthy by all means. But it doesn't mean that that's the direction that your life is going to go, okay? So Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, be careful with this frustration. Be careful with this like delusional thought that you know what this Emma Effer is doing. No, okay? You want to basically remove yourself, get one with yourself, get right with your thoughts about yourself, take a day off, right? Call them tomorrow. Don't text them today. Okay? Kind of things. Understand that, yes, all the good energy, all the hard work that you put into it, you might be getting stiffed, right? You might be dealing with somebody who like made you feel confident, made you feel self-assured, and then now you're not, and you're going to be wanting to act rash. This is that Pisces moment of where you see beyond that and you go to a sense of joy, okay? So that is going to be a big struggle of things and arrows coming at you. And by all means, you can protect yourself. You can spiritually be aware. You can take the day off. You can do what you need to do and avoid this in a sense of you don't partake into it and add more to it, okay? So give yourself some healthy, positive things to take care of and avoid the negative ones. And no rash behavior. No rash behavior, okay, Scorpio? All right, let's go to the next sign, Sagittarius. Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising. Let's talk about jealousy, because Sagittarius, so the beef is probably between a Sagittarius and a Scorpio, because Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, your supermoon, is in the 4th house, but at 20 degrees of Scorpio, which means jealousy. Anytime you see 20 degrees in somebody's chart, I see that they deal with jealousy. They deal with energy that, like, being happy for somebody, but all of a sudden, like, being not. Jealousy. I don't know how else to say it, right? Jealousy is like a poison. Jealousy is an inherited toxic trait that you can get from any part of your family. And it's something that you constantly have to learn that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you, okay? Nobody took anything from you. Don't compare. It's like a struggle thing that you have to go and be gentle with yourself. There's a lot of things. But nonetheless, Sagittarius are dealing with jealousy. They're dealing with people who are acting out, dealing with rash behavior. Okay, so the thing about it is, Sagittarius, how to avoid this. We did talk to Scorpio and how they can stay out of this. But nonetheless, Scorpio, Sagittarius, you also don't want to poke the bear. Sagittarius and Scorpios are very similar, okay? You tell either one of them that they're wrong, they're going to prove you right? A Sagittarius and a Scorpio walked in the bar. You know how I know? Because they both told me, okay? They both told me that they were Sagittarius and Scorpios. These are very establishing signs, very strong-willed signs. And when you put them two against each other, you're going to have something that is going to be like a tsunami, okay? Something is going to get cleansed, something is going to get fixed, but there's going to be like a disaster moment. There's going to be an event. There's going to be a showdown. There's going to be some kind of force that contains these two energies in one place. You have this deep emotion of Scorpio, you have this longevity, this movement of Sagittarius, and you have the two coming together at one big force, and this Pisces supermoon is forcing to stand still. That being said, the good things that are coming forward for Sagittarius, that there's going to be positive adjustments, immediate adjustments. You're going to know who's on your side, who are your loved ones, who is there for you. People are going to tell you, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to you. I'm so sorry. What can I do to help you? You're going to have support. You want to focus a lot on your private life. If there's certain things you can keep private, keep private. If there's things that you want to keep public, keep public. But Sagittarius, you're in between the both of it, of what's happening to you private is becoming public, if you know what I'm saying. So nonetheless, Sagittarius, you're going to want to seek psychic readings. You want to come get a session with me. You're going to want to do some kind of ritual work because you have your tempted energy. You're establishing new boundaries. You're trying to manifest, but you're being shown who's not a part of your team, okay? And the thing about life, it's team, right? We all need team players. We can't always have the ball, right? Think basketball, right? I love sports, right? I don't care what sport you think about. When you think about sports, you think about teammates. And in life, sometimes we need to pass the ball to somebody else. Sometimes we need help to get a little bit further. So Sagittarius, also understand that this person probably has no idea what they're doing, nothing what they're talking about. And if you can show them compassion and grace, awesome, by disconnecting yourself. Hopefully they'll look at themselves and be like, oh my God, I was an a-hole. I'm so sorry. And things will figure it out. But you're right. There's no I into team. You got to have, life is teamwork, right? We all travel on the shoulder of giants, and that's what it's about. Community, right? It's everything. Okay, you get it. But that's going to be your big Piscean moment of like peace, of like, you know what? I don't really want to fight with you anymore. Either we're brothers, we're not brothers, but no matter what, I'm still going to have love for you. You just can't sit at my table right now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there's going to be some of that. Capricorn, where you at? Oh, Capricorn, you got Capricorn. Okay. I think it's getting bitter. I lied. I'm sorry. It's not getting better. Sorry. Don't call me out like that. Okay, Capricorn, let's get to it. Did I pull a card? I don't think I did. I didn't think I pulled the card for Sagittarius. Sorry. Sagittarius, 888. See? Karma. What did y'all. You see what I'm saying? You can't make this up. I'm a psychic medium, an astrologist, and I'm reading astrology and intuitive pulling cards for you. And you see how they align up. Okay, Sagittarius 888, you're dealing with karma. Do the right thing, deal with balance, finance, success, wealth. A lot of things are coming your way. Don't jeopardize it, right? It's good stuff. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Capricorn. So with you, Capricorn, your moon is in the 3rd house at 22 degrees of critical energy, right? This is the energy which they call to be or not to be, right? Something's going to happen this week, negotiations, and it's in the sign of double Capricorn in the 3rd house. So I think this has to deal with communications to your siblings, communications to your family members. When you see Gemini in the house of Gemini, usually it means siblings, just so you guys know. So Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, you are going to be dealing with that type of communication with your family member. You are going to probably be helping out your family member. Also, there's some dissatisfaction here. Capricorns, you're feeling dissatisfied. You're also upset with yourself, Capricorn. There's something that is giving and showing a restraint. Now, the good thing about what's happening for you is that you're being aware of this. You have all this awareness about what is happening to your life, what has been happening, the undercurrents of the subtle forces that have been, and you're having this like aha moment, right? And the thing about it, Capricorn, you are going to adjust your expectations. You're going to apply yourselves to something different. You're going to take action. You're going to be more emotional in a sense of working towards your satisfaction, right? If it doesn't emotionally satisfy you, if it doesn't give you love, if it doesn't give you life, you know, Capricorn, you're going to look at it and be like, you know what? Why am I entertaining this? Even if it's coming from somebody close to you, somebody who's like a sibling, somebody who's like a close friend, you're going to understand that they're draining a lot of energy out of you. So you also want to communicate any kind of demanding energy that is happening. Maybe you are being demanding yourself. And you got to understand that this is a time for endurance, yes, but also tolerance, okay? And the thing about endurance and tolerance is that these two forces fight with each other, and they need time. Capricorn, you need to get back with art. You got to get back with nature. You got to get back with, things in your life that make you feel angelic and free. You know what I'm saying? So Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, I feel like you're getting communications that are happening on like your social, maybe your siblings, your kids, yourself, your friends, right? Like communication, like all this chaos is around you, right? And you might be very short-tempered in like how you talk to them, but also to bring yourself back, Capricorn, because you also want to trust that even though you might know the answer to it, you're trusting your intuition, you still everybody's got to have compassion. And that's going to be tough. Because the thing about Pisces is very compassionate. Pisces energy is very soft and sweet. But for an earth sign, for a Capricorn, they get irritated, they get impatient with all of that, with all that fluff, with all of the like la-di-di-da and dancing around. It's like, okay, we could do a little bit of that, but get to the point. So enjoy it while you can. You'll get to the point, you'll get that resolution, things will come closer to you, and you'll have that heavy influence of knowing what needs to be implemented and what needs to be left behind. Okay, Capricorn, let's see. Thank you. Let's see what we have here for you, Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising. We have 1515, the big break. That's great. Innovation, the opportunity to help, extra cash, extra support. So, and that's the thing. Extra support is coming your way. You're being asked for extra support as well. So keep going, keep performing these tasks. And also your hard work is going to be rewarded, okay? But there's innovation, there's focus that is happening. So even though people are coming to you and wanting to communicate what's going on with them that involves you. You're also dealing with your own lifestyle changes. Have some patience. It really feels like you're overwhelmed, Capricorn, but you'll get okay. You'll get okay, right? Things will pan out, right? You're starting to become conscious of your own bad habits, other people's bad habits, right? We've already established that, and how you've previously escaped those bad habits, but now you can't escape them because they're looking at you at your face. So communicate in a good way. All right. Let's see what else we have. Thank you guys. And thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing this video. I appreciate you guys. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see where you're at. Aquarius sun, Aquarius rising, and you're at a 20 degrees of Aquarius. Your supermoon is going to be traveling through the second house of Taurus. So there is going to be something that is going to be breaking. There is something that is going to be, needs to be fixed, like actually physical, your car, your home, your electronic, things that you use on an everyday basis, right? During this week, you're going to notice that it's acting up. It's not working right. And you're going to be, of course, there's a lot of tension. The thing about it is we're going to see tension this week in all signs in different kind of areas. Now, Aquarius, you're so good. You're like, go, go, go. And all of a sudden your routine is interrupted. Okay. People are going to need your help, Aquarius. And another thing about it is that you're going to have time to explore. So while things are being disrupted, while your routine, your day, things are happening around you, physical things are happening around you, right? Number one, get them fixed, right? Get them fixed. You can avoid something super expensive, right? If you just take care of it now. Don't push it to the limit, Aquarius. But the other thing that you can do is trust that, your spirit, your ancestors, your angels are slowing you down for a reason, right? So when it comes to Aquarius supermoon, it also showcases that there's somebody who needs you. Okay, there's somebody who needs you. There's a lover, there's a person, there's a friendship, there's somebody who's like out in the distance calling to you. Okay, I really feel like they're an earth sign. But if you don't slow down and pay attention to the beauty of the world, right? The beauty of of pause, right? Of not just like go, 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 like slow down a little bit, Aquarius, slow down. Okay. You're gonna see a lot of things that are right in front of your eyes, like right in front of your eyes. So Aquarius, if you're single and you don't want to be single anymore, slow down. You'd be surprised that somebody probably is already into you, already probably trying to get your attention. Aquarius, if you're trying to get another job and it's there, the energy that is manifested is there. You just have to pay attention to it. So don't be upset that, your car, something happened, right? Maybe your car break down. Who knows? You're going to go get your car fixed and meet the person of your dreams. See what I'm saying? Or you're going to meet somebody that knew somebody that knows somebody. Like there's a lot of connectivity and the spontaneity of this week, especially for Aquarius. So I'm super excited to hear what you guys go through, because whatever breaks down is going to be brought back up. So that's going to be pretty cool. All right, let's see where we're at. And that is it. We have completed all of the 12 signs. Now you know where the supermoon is going to be highlighted in those houses.